Welcome back everybody. It's just a short video again. Somebody from the last video was actually doing some work with the using the CNC 4040 for a pen line drawings. Well, I did the obviously I explained that we'd lost his little dog, so I'd done a little sort of line drawing of her that I converted from a photograph, and then I've done some wording and I've framed it, and I'm actually doing one for me daughter now. And the gentleman that was asking me said, what's the quality of the when you're doing small writing or anything like that? So I said, well, what I'll do is I'll put a little video on, and it's to show the actual writing that I'm actually doing. And I'll take you over to the machine now, and I'll show you what it's like at doing the small print. As I say, I have one framed, and I will show you the finished item. This is actually done in one program, but with 3 toolpaths in. But I have the same program with 3 toolpaths, separate ones, so I can change the colour of the eyes, or you know, the colour of the writing, the text. You just change the pen. Okay, so I'll take you down and show you. Now this text is what they call the font is Gabriola, and I've just adjusted the size so that it gets some detail in it. Now the thing about it, you can have just single line text, which means the letters are just single lines, so you could actually, when you set the program up, you can set it to write as you would do in a profile toolpath, is you'd set it on the line. This is set on the line, but each letter is made up of 2 lines, if you get what I mean. So if you increase the size of this font, you would see that there's a space in between, okay, between either side of the letters, and as you can see with that, it is crystal clear, and you can see the face around there. And I bought some white card, and I always put it on card so that it's nice and smooth underneath surface, and it just plugs away. And believe it or not, there's quite a lot of work involved in doing that text, and you think it's missed parts out like here, but it hasn't. The program works out where it's going to go next, and you just leave it to do it. But yeah, it's really come out well, and I will show you the finished item upstairs when I get round to it. I've bought a set of gel pens, another set, just cheap set, and I got some black card the other day, and I did white. Did the same one in white, and it looks pretty good, but wife said no, I don't want it in black. I want it on white card, so that's what I've done and framed it. Okay, as I say, I'm on with my little dog at the moment, and it's Artess, little Bichon, but I'm going to do one because we had a previous dog to Artess, and it was Jack Russell, our Dusty. We had him for 17 years. And I'm going to do a similar one to him, but when you're converting photos or pictures to vector line art for the CNC to pick up, there's a lot of work involved. Just to do that one of our tests and clean it up was something like 3.5 hours by the time I'd finished. So no, excuse the noise of the van come on the street. They come on here and turn round. Why, I don't know. Can't reverse off half of them. but yeah, it just takes some time. Create, you know, editing the nodes and that to get the lines right, and the one that I did of our Tess is actually one of where my wife took the picture of where she's over the chair arm of the suite looking at her, and that's the one. So yeah, it's come out. But what I'll do is I'll take you and show you the finished item already framed. Right, here we have the finished item. This is now framed, and if you look and look at the quality of the writing, and remember that's done with gel pens, and the actual font, it's like two lines. It's made up. If you saw the text larger, you'd see there's a space in between the lines. It's made up of two lines. Is the font, that's Gabriola. You can see on the W down there that the two fine lines. It's never missed a beat, and I've done 4 of these for a member of the family. And as I was saying earlier, the actual program I've done, this was done in 3 separate toolpaths as such, so that I could change the colours if I wanted, but I decided to keep it all black. So what I did was I grouped all the toolpaths together, and it's one file. So it does the head first of Tess, and it does the nose and eyes second, and then it does the text. But when you group it all together, it just follows that natural sequence, whichever toolpath order you did. But yeah, I'm really pleased with the outcome of it. And when you can, it can be a little bit forgiving, kind of CNC, if you're doing work on timber, different types, because of the nature of the timber fibres, whatever you're using, whether it be hardwood, softwood or MDF, it can cover up slight imperfections of lines joining where the actual toolpath would meet. It's not as it doesn't show up, let's put it that way, as much as what a line drawing does, when those lines, how fine they are, have to meet back up. And it's, as you can see on that line there, if that line was slightly out because it stopped there and then did something else and it came back to that point, you can't tell where that pen dropped back in, because it does it so accurately. And it is an accurate machine, is the 4040, but it needs to be used as intended. It is only desktop hobbyist machine. And I have noticed, I've had people message me on social media and that regards they're having problems cutting aluminium. It's chattering and this, that and other, and then you ask them and they're using the original spindle and various other complaints, and it's because the nature of the using the machine out of its limits, if you grasp what I mean by that. You've got to use the machine within its limits, but this proves that it is an accurate machine. I'm really pleased with that. But yeah, it's just a short video. I don't mean to go on about it, but yeah, that's the it's ending to this video. I'd been asked on a few of my social media sites that could have shown the finished results, and only when you do text like this and a drawing like this, that it's like lasers. If you draw a circle or cut or engrave a circle, you'll find out if there's anything wrong with the machine is those lines won't meet up where it starts and stops. Same with the CNC. If there's anything out whatsoever, your machine hasn't been put together correctly, squared up and everything, lubricated, it all counts. Dragging on one side, and one of my previous videos, if you look back on it, where mine started to drag on the right hand side, lead screw, and I showed you how to dismantle it and grease it, and yeah, I've had lots of good feedback from people saying they've watched my video and they're glad because it's highlighted the problem that they've had. They've cleaned it and it's back to square one, up and running. So I'm glad that's been helpful. But with the CNC fine line drawing, it's not a plotter. What I 3D printed to hold the pens is just something I've done, and I wanted to utilise that because you can get quite a large drawing area on the CNC. I mean, yes, I have an A3 printer. I could have printed it out on glossy paper and it had been crystal clear, but it's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to see if I could create something that would work on the CNC, and not everybody's got a A3 printer, so you are restricted. But this shows how it can be utilised to do another procedure, another task, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, God bless her, our little Tess. We still miss her, but she's not forgotten. So that's the end of this video. Don't forget, like and subscribe. It's only a short one, and please let me know in your comments if you've done something similar yourself. I don't know, it's new territory for me, so it's one of them things I've tried, and if I can help anybody, I will do. And if anybody wants the STL files, you've only to ask, and I'll upload them. I don't upload them until somebody requests it. But yeah, until next time, as I always say, give me a thumbs up, and be safe, be careful, and bye for now. Bye.